Proverbs 24:16. For a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again, but the wicked shall fall into ruin. You said you'd stop. You cried, you begged, you promised, and for a moment it felt like victory, but then you failed again, and now you're left with silence, shame, and a question you're afraid to say out loud. How many more times will God forgive me? You don't just feel guilty. You feel broken, like something inside you is permanently flawed. You hate the sin, but it's like your flesh has a mind of its own. You want God, but your choices don't always reflect that. And that gap between desire and action, it haunts you. You wonder if he's tired, if his mercy has limits, if this was the fall that finally pushed him away. Because how can a holy God still want a heart that keeps giving in? How can he trust you when you can't even trust yourself? Every time you fall, you question your identity. Am I even saved? Do I actually love him? Or am I just afraid of hell? Why can't I stop this? You don't want to keep failing. You just don't know how to succeed. But here's the truth. God knew every time you'd fall, and he still chose you before you ever believed in him. He already bled for your worst day, not just the first fall, but the 1,000th. He doesn't just love the version of you that gets it right. He loves the version who keeps crawling back, bruised knees and all, because grace was never for the perfect. It was for the desperate, for the ones who hate their sin, but keep falling in the fight. Romans 7 says, I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep on doing. Even Paul, the man who wrote half the New Testament, struggled, failed. But he didn't walk away. He kept pressing on. So don't give up. Don't let failure convince you that faith is fake. Real faith gets back up. Real love repents again and again and again. You may be weak, but his strength is made perfect in weakness. And every time you fall and return, you're proving something powerful, that your sin doesn't get the final word, your shame doesn't get the last say, your failure doesn't own you. Jesus does. So if you're tired, if you're crying again, if you can barely pray, just whisper, I'm still yours. He hears it, he receives it, and he will never throw that away.